G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So in this episode I'm just going to try and have a go at making a small fleet for maybe a future little story, as I did earlier on with the sort of small German campaign that started before everything went awry and it all got deleted. So we're going to start with a new heavy cruiser. I'm actually going to use a battle cruiser. So you may have seen last episode I was experimenting, so I'm going to come up with another design. You can see here I have built HMAS Adelaide. So this is a heavy cruiser that I'll be using in the campaign, hopefully. As you can see, I've got my favourite setup, the two super firing at each end. I found this seems to be working better with cruisers, so I'm going to stick with cruisers are my favourites anyway. So if you watched the last campaign, you would have seen it was horrendous with the amount of enemy torpedoes. So I've added a little two-deck torpedo tube on the back to give me something to shoot back at. I'm hoping they don't build ones with just... There was that one time where it was like 20-30 torpedoes each side, and it was just ridiculous on their cruisers. So let's hope they don't do that again. So I'll give you a brief look because we're going to build the battle cruiser together. But you can see here I've got some 9-inch guns. Not too many secondaries because this is going to be supporting the battle cruiser. 31 knots, which not the quickest in the world, but I found when I was building the other ones, I think I had them about 34 to 36 knots, and still couldn't outturn and get away from torpedoes. So 31 knots seems reasonable enough, gives us a bit more weight to play around with. Surprisingly, my anti-torp is still terrible. I'm going to spend more anti-torp on my battle cruiser. Still got good anti-flood, reinforced bulkheads, double hull, Citadel 5. So I'm probably going to keep this guy well out of the way. Flash fire is only a 1% chance. So yeah, it's a really good... I mean, if you have a look at the armor though, it's kind of ridiculous. 15-inch main belt. Again, I don't know if those end guns are going to be just out of that. I reckon they probably will. I don't know how you can actually look at it when you're building, where the sort of sections are. I only know you can do it in the battle. So we'll find out, I suppose. I'll have a look. So if you come... There you go. There she is in all her might. Pretty well balanced. I budgeted 100 million because what I found is that seems to be a nice sort of area, and the enemy don't seem to be going... The AI doesn't seem to go too crazy with their builds. So what I've done is, with any spare change I had, I've put it on my crew. So we won't be hopefully missing too much like we normally do. And my budget for the battle cruiser is going to be 120 million. So we'll see if we can make something reasonable. We've got radar as well, fast torps, hydroacoustics 3, because I'm hoping to just avoid torpedoes is the plan. So that means I'll probably do a lesser one on the battle cruiser because she's going to be covering our battle cruiser is the plan. Super heavy shells, so yeah, not too bad. Double hull, full exhaust engine, so yeah, standard quarters. And maxed out tonnage, so 19,500 tons. So she's pretty big. Pretty big. But I think she looks pretty delicious too. It's a pretty good ship. So, but normally, as you know in my past videos, that my design's absolutely crap. So we'll find out anything's better. Now, going to go modernized battle cruiser like the last video. We're going to max it out. 53,000 tons. We're going to drop the speed to, let's do maybe 32 knots. Range, just drop that back. All right, so we're at 30 million. How much does that, maybe a little bit, how much does this one cost? Same, so might as well go that one, to be honest. Do 32 knots. I did a test in that that other one I built earlier, guys, and I came across the AI built a battle cruiser that did 43 knots. That thing just steamed away. All right, so let's start. I think I'm going to make this a bit more traditional to try and save some money. So I think we're just going to do a super firing at the 4. Just a really standard sort of Nothing too crazy. Nah, these ain't good battleships. Let's try and tuck it in as much as I want it really tight so that I can put as little armor on the front and rear as possible. What do I want? Do I want 16s? Yeah, they're the ones where it doesn't like. It's weird, it's only 16s that do that. Very odd. That do that sort of design. Oh, they're probably an older Mark 3. That's Mark 3. Oh, okay, whatever. Whatever. Well, I think we'll go 17's too big. That kind of seems pretty ridiculous. Let's do 15s. 15 triples? 15 triples, I reckon. I think that seems pretty beefy, to be honest with you. That does seem pretty beefy. So I can really tuck, my plan is I can really just tuck it all in. The problem is if we get hit by something quite nasty, I'm going to up these guns. It all could go horribly wrong, but that's fine. How many funnels do I want? Well, if I probably get one of the little bit smaller, I can get 2 on it. That should work. Let's just quickly see what our efficiency. Let's go. I did D's on the cruise. I'm not going to do that on this fella. Go the double gear turbines. We're already at half our budget. Oil. Balance. Okay, now we can drop the oil back a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Can we just go all the way to semi? Yes, we can. 61 million so far. Nice. It's not too bad. Do that again. Are you kidding me? Okay, no, I can't do that. Oh, what? I can do that one. That's weird. Why can I not build there? Oh, okay. Right. Build that one though. Fair enough. Can I build one of these guys? Yeah, so I could put a secondary above possibly. So at least I can get a little bit of... But it starts me tucking everything in. Tons, doesn't it, really? What kind of secondaries can we get? Get an 8-inch? Yeah, quite easily, really. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm going to try and tuck all this stuff in, I reckon. I reckon that's the plan. And we've got, of course, the aft weight, but that's fine. We can stuff around with that a bit. That's pretty centered, really. I mean, there's a lot of... yeah, it's not too bad. What kind of secondaries can I get on here? Yes, 6s, yes. Alright, 6-inch guns. 6-inch. I'll fit one in here somewhere. Yes, I can. Ooh, yeah. Oh, my lord, we are needing to put some... Okay, so we need to get some more guns up front somewhere. We get 5-inch guns somewhere. Not really anywhere high up, that's for sure. 4-inch guns. Yes, we can. Oh, yeah. It's not... That must be pretty much... Ooh. Need to try and get this weight. A little bit less than that, if possible. Hilarious. It's all further back. So what is it going to be? 2 inches, isn't it? I guarantee it. Yep. I can get a fair few of these up here, possibly. It helps with the weight a bit. But then I'm going to be tempted to just put them on here, and it's going to offset everything. Pretty much. Alright, what can we do to try and get that way? I could throw the guns forward, I suppose, really, and move this whole up just a bit, I suppose. Give us some space. Maybe we can do that. Plus that'll give us some better firing arcs as well. Do that. I'll just delete that because I don't think that's going to move with this, and I'll delete that because that probably won't. Move it about there. Yep, 6-inch back. Alright, now we're talking. That seems better. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. There we go. Why is that badly placed? I don't understand. Did that gun really stuff that? Oh, for crying out loud, really? Why allow me to... I don't know. It was the gun. Okay, that's fair enough. Well, I think that's plenty of guns. Quite a bit. What are we at? We're at 65 million, so got plenty of money to spend. So let's max the armor out. Shaft, 3 engines. Now we're looking at 80 million. Now we're starting to get up there. I want a triple hull, so we've got double on the cruiser. I want some anti-torping. We might raise that up a bit more. What's our what is our explosion flash fire 5%? Oof. Alright, should we put one of them on? 4% seems fine. 4% anti-flood. Yeah, I need to max that out, don't I? And I want max bulkheads. Alright. Still got space. Cool. Super heavies. TNT4. What's this put us up? 90 million. Triple bay. Yeah, do triple bay. So do the other one. I want max rangefinder. I want radar. Which radar do I want? Oh, 107 million. Jesus. This is going to have a crappy crew on it. I can feel it. What's the better radar do? How much is that? Oh, wow. Okay. It doesn't weigh that much, but... let's see if we can get away with that, because I don't think I'm going to be able to up the reloading too much. Not really. Because I want to spend some money on some armor here, so... Alright, so the main belt, we've got to make it... Oh god, I haven't done the Citadel. Oh, wow. Okay, well, this... might bring that Citadel down. Oh, what? That got more expensive. I mean, why? What? What's going on here? Armor weight. Okay, gotta get the price down. We're a bit over budget. Yeah. Oh, how are we gonna get this down? That doesn't even cost that much, so probably not that. Oh, well, this is where everything starts going horribly wrong, doesn't it? I never do this. It's something I keep forgetting to do. Anywho. We need to get that weight down. Price down. Maybe not do as good as secondary. Yeah, might have to do that. How much is that? Do TNT3, I think, just to get the weight down a bit. We could drop the gas turbines down too, can we? Because these are normally super expensive. Turbo. Oh my god! Look at the price of that. What's that put us up to? 133 million. I just want to see gas timeline. Wow, that is just absolutely insane. Well, I have to just have some old school engines on the old girl, I reckons, because, yeah. I think we have to. Engine efficiency is now shit. Well, that's not cool. Oh, God. It's all going horribly, horribly wrong. Might do... Oh, this is risky. Might go many bulkheads. Okay. Let's try and get some armor up. And my theory is I should be able to drop these down. I know it's a bit risky, because if something hits me at the right angle, I'm assuming it will go through and hit like the front gun if they're at a certain angle. But if they're sort of flat on with me, sort of side on, it in my head that shouldn't hit me. This probably complete wrong logic, to be honest. But if we make the main belt pretty thick and we make the main deck pretty thick, my feeling, let's say I'm not even going to get this deck as thick as my other cruiser. I might, can I get that? If I drop the aft deck down, oh, yeah, okay. I don't want to get rid of the anti-torp, so I think, how much does this weigh? That doesn't even change the weight that much, does it? Not really. So I probably want to keep that. Conning tower. I'm going to be losing crew too much if possible. Oh, right, well. What do we think of that, guys? Does that seem semi-reasonable? I think that's alright. I mean, I could change one of the guns to a 2-barrel, I suppose. But I don't think it would even save that much. I mean, yeah. They're only 15-inch guns as well, so it's not like they're the biggest guns in the world either. So, well, let's just get a crew up to... How high can we get them up before we hit... Oh, not very high at all, basically. Nope, too much. Alright, well, there you go. Devastation. Oh, there you go. Well, depending on how successful this goes, I might ask for someone to try and neighbour. But anyway, let's launch it. I think I've just set it as one cruiser and... actually, I might just change that. Let's just exit that. Let's make it 2 heavy cruisers with the battlecruiser. And let's try it. Let's launch. Did anyone see what that was? 25,000. I've generally tried to keep it like 5 years below. I've found that's helped with them being silly with torpedoes as well. Let's just make 27,000. Design ship. Let's launch and let's see if my philosophy of trying to hug everything into the middle works. I'm not sure if it will. Oh, sorry guys, got a coffee. Power me on through. Oi, oi, oi. Alright. Oh, didn't even check who I was up against. The Spanish, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. Okay, we're already engaging. Fair enough. Amphitrite. Righto, let's have a look what we've got. We have got... That's got 11-inch guns on it. Fair enough. It's got a lot of them though. And it's got some 8-inch guns. It's got a lot of 8-inch guns, so could be pretty hazardous to my... Holy, look at that! See, I don't mind things like this if they've got tons of guns on them. I prefer that over them having, even though it looks a bit ridiculous, I prefer them having a ton of guns over just silly amounts of torpedoes, because you got less chance of just being auto-killed by it. Yeah, see, that's not too bad, because what's he got there, like 8 torpedoes? Quite happy with that. And he's got 9, and it's kind of a similar design, really, to mine, in a way. Interesting. Alright, cool. Don't know where the other one is, but I'm sure he will appear. Let's just attach them together, and we'll have it as a loose spread because of those torpedoes. They're not shooting at me, so he obviously can't see me, so let's keep our distance instead of charging in. And let's drop our speed down to the cruising speed. Alright. No, they found us. Got too close. Alright, and if you didn't know as well, guys, if you right-click on here, it'll actually show up the division as well, so it makes things a little bit easier skipping to the ship you're after, which is quite handy. Alright, so what kind of range? And then check that. Where do my 9-inch guns get into range? Just outside. Oh no, fair way yet. This could turn into a bit of a sluggy match, so I don't want to get really too close. In case get torpedoed, which would be wonderful. Oh, I've destroyed main gun, have I? Oh my god. Oh, I didn't change up there. No, they will only have one heavy cruiser, won't they? Because I forgot to change them up. Oh, that's kind of cheating a bit, but that's fine. Oh wow, okay. Oh, well, there you go. I suppose we have 15-inch guns, not no slouch. That'll help. At 38%, let's try and identify these ships, because I want to see the prices that they make them. So we spent 120 million and 100 million roughly. Oh, we're on fire. Oh, that was what I was going to check as well, wasn't it? So, like I said in the last video, I'm under the impression that the first 2 compartments like this, on the front and rear, is your foredeck and after deck and belt armor and all the rest of it, I believe. So, you only want to try and, if my logic is correct, you only want to spend a ton on, or weight and money on the armor up there if you are using it, or if you've got something very close to going into that area. So with my previous design where my rear turret sat on here, and then if you watch to the end, as you would have seen, and after I just said about all this kind of thing, then the turret blew off, and then the one next to it eventually did as well. So that was wonderful. But because I've tried to keep this as tight as possible, so you see through here, I'm hoping that by spending all the armor there and actually taking away from the front and rear, or fore and aft, it should be okay, I hope. We see this is kind of technically, I suppose, bad. because I've kind of done the same design as that battlecruiser. And really, I probably should almost delete this turret, I assume. We'll find out, because I did drop the armor on the rear of that. So if anything, I should drop the armor on the front, just a tad, and probably a little in the middle, and then add some to the rear. That would make sense to me, but anywho. If anything, my cruisers should be a little bit more accurate with a better crew on that on there, but yeah. So I think what happened in my last one, the fire was set and it got to my turret somehow, because I think I had a fair bit on fire around the back and then it all just erupted. So if that happens on my cruisers, then we know that is something to watch out for. We can play with the armor a little bit, potentially, or just remove the gun. But so let me know what you think. If you guys actually have somewhere that you know where you can get this information, please let me know so I can check it out. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Still unidentified. Let's speed her up. Let's identify these ships. Oh, I thought my turret exploded for a second there. Taking a bit of a beating at the moment, but not too bad. I mean, we just cannot hit it. What's the chances that they've got a pretty good crew on board? I'm interested to know what they've spent on the ship. Now, I know you get a bonus from being near the flagship as well. So, near flag, yeah. Cool. So they are close enough, even on the loose formation. Alright, 10% chance to hit, so it's reasonably high. What's this? This is a 7%. So. Oh, no, secondaries are in range. Like I said, I've got a bit of spare time, so I thought I'd get another video, guys, out for you. Plus, it's just a little bit of stuff around for myself, so that's always quite fun. Okay, the secondaries going after here. Oh, flooding? Really? Shot by someone's gun. I was not in torpedo range, didn't even think about that, but that's fine. Should I shift to try and get rid of that? I'm going to try and get rid of that heavy cruiser. What's that? Oh, what a hit. Oh, she's in fire. What caused that damage, I wonder? Alright, so they've only spent 50 million, so I don't know how the game works out, because I thought it was only meant to be like 10-20% swing, so that's like half. Unless it's over the entire fleet, but I can't see them spending... Well, there you go. 100, I suppose, in a way, yeah, 170 million, so that kind of makes up for it. I wonder if they spent so. It's a little bit quicker than mine. It's not that strong. Good engines. It's got good steering, good armor, good barbettes, good anti-torque. Okay, well, they spent it on those kind of things, I suppose. Fair enough. Oh, it does have torpedoes. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, so I've got to be a little bit... Got one, but... Do some damage, but one's not going to sink you generally, yeah, especially not at this range. Somehow I kind of wish they made the accuracy a little bit better, just so battles didn't go on for quite as long. But at the same time, maybe just increase the durability of ships so that you get more hits in, so it kind of probably ends up being the same battle length, but it's a bit more entertaining with both sides taking hits and more chance of like weapons being stable. Not sure what's the way to improve on it. It's alright when you've got big fleets going at it, but then at least on my setup, starts to lag out a bit. So. So definitely smashing that to pieces at the moment, so... Alright. Let's get a tight formation going since we're that far away. I'm trying to get a photo. Try that. Ooh, that's a bit of a hit. Surely we've got to get rid of this guy at some point. Jeez. Might just sink on us here. They have, from the latest update as well, they've made it so ships are less likely to stay afloat with flooding. I mean, this whole thing is like lower decks are all, but it still seems to be doing quite well for itself. Let's be honest. I'm shooting at that one. Yeah. Battleship's coming. It's pumped out a lot of that water. Unbelievable. I need to make slight course correction. I think my theory seems to be working because it doesn't look like, I mean, we're taking damage in those, especially in that rear section. Oh, got rid of her. Oh, there you go. Alright, so now that we're all caught up, let's try and get a photo and straighten up. We don't sink in that time because now we're taking a bit of punishment. Oh my god, this thing is punishing us now. Definitely taking some damage. And now on fire, rudder's damaged. I did try and up the not the superstructure, the conning towers to try and protect the captain and crew, because that seemed to be consistently, or he seemed to be consistently getting killed. Let's try and get a photo. Actually quite like I said, I'm a bit of a cruiser fan. I quite like them. They're sort of, I mean, my knowledge on it is limited, but in my eyes, cruisers were one of the more versatile ships. What would happen, probably not quick enough is it to really get over there, but what would happen if I sent my heavy cruisers charging towards it? Would it change fire? Let's test that, I think. I think I can get a nice photo out of one of them, because I reckon it's beating us. In no, it's not. She is being pounded. I mean, she has lost a gun, let's be honest, so should, she lost 2 guns? No, just 1. So I'm looking a bit smashed up. So, this is just a test. I generally wouldn't do this. Just want to, see if it will actually change fire to, or will it just rely on its secondaries? Just want to see if it will take on these threats, because these guys do have torpedoes. And let's just turn that off. Alright, so this might be a bit suicidal, but secondary is definitely engaging us now, but are the main guns? I think they are, aren't they? You just completely changed target. The only dodginess with this tactic is I think he's far, yeah, quite well, not a huge amount, but we only do 31 knots, so you can do 34. My battlecruiser can only do 32, so I don't know what he's doing at the moment. He is damaged a bit, but oh, he shot a torpedo. Oh no! Oh, well, that was a bit lucky. Start chasing him. He seems to be trying to run for it, but he could do some serious damage. I'm not entirely sure my 9-inch guns can really do that much damage to it. I'll find out, I suppose, at the end. I've destroyed its torpedo. Well, that's handy. definitely is running. The only thing is in the custom battles, you can't actually end the battle and check out your stats if someone runs away. So if he was to get out of range, I'm pretty certain it just keeps running, and then you just kind of can't end it unless you quit. And you don't get the stats. Pretty certain that's how it works. She's being kind of beaten up here quite a bit. A lot of shells. Oh, I reckon these designs are built finally, before I say too much, not too bad. I mean, the battlecruiser, she took a fair beating, to be fair, but I think my it's a kiss of death one will explode now because of that weakness I think they have. But let's watch this because will another one explode for us now? Probably not. How this thing is still travelling at some reasonable speed is beyond me. Can we try and charge in there and get a torpedo run? I'm not sure. Okay, I just realised I wasn't even at full speed, so that's could have already been on them if I had been paying attention, so that was clever. Oh well, she's basically sunk now, but just throw another torpedo. Put that on normal. Will you fire a torpedo? Probably not. Oh yes you will. Woof. I'll turn around and shoot another one for us. No, she's turning to avoid the torpedo. Like, how do they know? You can't see it. We have to chase you down, aren't we, I suppose? Let's just... Can we get you to fire off some torps as well? Yes, I can. Well, the more she runs, the less guns she has to bear on us, so... This would be where she gets a lucky hit and blows one of my ships up. Where are those torpedoes? They missed by miles, and they're possible. That might be a hit. Maybe. No, it's not. Like a wolf pack hunting her down at this stage. Oh, she's turning on us. Are we just destroying another main gun? She's got like nothing left. I mean, it's obviously built where it needs all its protection. I mean, that's pretty much sinking, yeah? Would you agree, guys? Let's just torpedo her. Let's get in nice and close. It's going to sink at this point, I think. Taking a bit of a big hit there, come on. Torpedo's just about ready. You cannot miss. You cannot miss. There she goes. Jeez, that was... Oof. At the end of the day, that, I think, went pretty well. Well, there you go. That will be due to the torpedo, I would think. Secondary is pretty good. HMAS Adelaide, doing it where it means business. So, yeah, well, that wasn't too bad. So let me know what you think, guys. If someone's got a name for the battlecruiser, let us know. Let me know if you want me to add some more ships, a light cruiser and that. I think I might build a light cruiser as well. Battleships. I'm trying not to build things too crazy. But, you know, definitely can build like some ridiculous 20-inch gun thing, but I think that's been done a fair few times on YouTube now. Like I said, I am planning to do a bit with the campaign, maybe a little bit later on, when I've got a handle on it a bit more. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Just trying to stuff around with it, have a bit of fun. And, yeah, I mean, that cruiser they built was pretty hopeless, wasn't it, really? But anyway... Hope you had a good one, guys, and if I don't do another video before Christmas, enjoy yourselves and have a nice quiet one. Alright, guys, look after yourselves. Goodbye.